Two of the most important things you can do as a servant leader is own failure and reject success. And here's an example of owning failure and rejecting success and why it works. Let's set the scene. You are helping an organization define their investment targets for this coming year. There were two mistakes that were made. One, the numbers were significantly off due to a mathematical error. Two, when this issue was identified, it wasn't properly communicated to leadership. As a leader, ultimately responsible for this team, here's how I explain that while owning failure. I knew my people were working long hours, and I failed to set up a sanity check. I should have realized I needed a second set of eyes with more experience to check that report before it went out. I also failed to explain how critical it was to clearly communicate any issues or errors as soon as they were identified before trying to fix the problem. I've put in place a procedure where a second set of eyes will review any critical data that comes out of my team. Now here's an example of what it sounds like to reject success so you can pass it on to your team. I really appreciate the kind words. Since my team adopted those two corrective actions, their first attempt success rate has skyrocketed and the client's been ecstatic. But all I did was clear a path for them. They did all the work. They've been putting in the long hours, and they're the ones that are elevating their performance. Your team sees you shielding them and taking ownership for failure, but passing along success for the work that they've done. If you're confident, own failure, and reject success, it'll be clear why your team is succeeding. And here's how rejecting success can help you grow yourself and your team as a leader. Thanks again for passing on those client satisfaction ratings. The demand for my team has gone up significantly. We're up about 10% in bookings for this client, and word's getting out that we're top performers. My top performer and most experienced employee has already been running part of the team. They're positioned to take on a team of their own, so we can expand headcount to keep up with demand. All along the way, you've been selling the capability and success of your team to those you report to. It's much easier to justify funding to expand a team that already has high visibility and it's clear they're performing. I'm Josh, consultant turned firefighter. I teach leadership you can depend on.